Shedeur Sanders got the start. Dylan Gabriel, Kenny Pickett hurt. First quarter wasn't great. This is 3rd and 9, using his feet. And he's going to run for 10 yards. That's the first down. Keeps the drive moving. Later in the drive, it's 3rd and 12. Sanders, Jamari, thrash. But it's short of a first down, so it's 4th down now for the Browns. They go for it on 4th and 1, empty set, trying to evade, and you know what? He's just got to throw this thing away. So a tough start for Shedeur and the Browns. But the second quarter, he found his rhythm, and it was a primetime performance. 2nd and goal, how about finding Caden Davis for 6? And that was an NFL throw. We're tied up at 7 at this point. Later in the second quarter, 2nd and 12 for the Browns, and watch this throw. He evades. Look at the touch. And Luke Floria with the one-handed catch. Great throw, even better catch by Floria. Later in the drive, Sanders again sidesteps the rush, and that's another touchdown. And you know what? Even LeBron likes it. He's like, yo, that young king looking good out there. Keep it up. Sanders 14 of 23 for 138 yards, 2 touchdowns. Hey, the Browns win 30-10. Here is Shedeur on his performance.
I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't nervous, so I didn't really have too much adrenaline. It was just getting comfortable. That's all it is. Plenty games before, like I was nervous, but I felt like I knew the answers to the test. So it's like when you feel unprepared, then, you know, when you don't feel like you're ready for the moment. I know I'm ready for the moment. Did I play up to par? No, I don't feel like I did. But overall, the main goal was to win. And that's honestly what we did.
All right, ahead on SportsCenter. What comes next for Shedeur Sanders and the Browns quarterback competition? But why you should pump the brakes on the idea of Sanders becoming the starter there in Cleveland anytime soon. Panthers starter Bryce Young, look, he was just as impressive in that preseason debut against the Browns. Young only got 2 series of work, but he led Carolina on a touchdown before he took a seat, including a pretty 35-yard deep ball to first-round pick Tedoroa McMillan, and he was very efficient as well on the night. 4 of 6, 58 yards passing, and a TD pass.
Brian, last year's NFL darlings were the Commanders. They're facing the Patriots. Maybe this year's NFL darlings started the Mike Vrabel.
Playoffs.
Yeah, they did. More than 21 miles per hour also on the return. Would have been the fastest touchdown the Patriots scored all of last season. They're up 7-0 immediately. 16 rush yards, that score. Also at 12 yards passing. Patriots win by 30.
Nights in. We'll find a way to show them a little bit of love, both of them, frankly, in their preseason tilt against the Bills. Start with the 3rd overall pick, Mr. Carter. Take a look at him here. Solid rush on 3rd and 15. The inside move gets to Trubisky, but Trubisky gets it out of there. Carter going up against 4-time Pro Bowler Deion Dawkins here. Another nice move from the young pass rusher. Once again, Trubisky, the vet, gets the ball out, but again, nice little duck under to force the movement. 6 snaps for Carter. He played. He would finish with 2 QB pressures. Now for the 25th overall pick, Jackson Dart. Start of the second quarter, he's letting it fly. Lil Jordan Humphrey, a.k.a. LJ Humphrey out of Texas on the receiving end of this absolute dime. That's his first NFL touchdown. Just under 7 minutes to go. 1st and 10, Dart showing the elusiveness. Surveys, steps up, takes a shot at the end there. 12 of 19, 154 yards with that touchdown, including 24 yards rushing. Giants go on to win 34-25. Let's get to SportsCenter on the road. Here's Kaylin Kaler.
Effective, aggressive, confident. That's how Giants head coach Brian Daboll described the debut of rookie first-rounder Jackson Dart. In his first NFL action, Dart put together 3 scoring drives in 4 possessions, including a successful 2-minute drill and a 28-yard touchdown on a go ball while being hit. Not only was he great through the air, but he was also the team's leading rusher. The only person who wasn't impressed, Dart himself. Daboll said Dart told him postgame that his performance was mid.
You know, what's mid now mean? That was mid. That was his response. You know, he's pretty hard on himself, I'll say that. Yeah, you got to ask him about what mid means.
I feel like, personally, like I'm really hard on myself. So in those moments, like I want to capitalize on that. Those possessions in those crunch time situations, really determine the outcome of games. So, like I said, I feel like I can do a lot more.
Daboll was careful not to overemphasize one preseason performance from his rookie quarterback, but he said the traits that Dart displayed were exactly what they saw on tape while scouting him. Next up for Dart and the Giants, joint scrimmages against the Jets, followed by a second preseason game next weekend. From Orchard Park, Kaylin Kaler, ESPN.
SportsCenter on the road is presented by Geico. Get more with Geico.
J.J. McCarthy is essentially a rookie, having missed all of last season, but he was back under center for the Vikings. They were hosting the Texans in their first preseason first quarter action. 2nd and 9 for the Vikes. McCarthy rolling left, finding Jordan Addison for the 5-yard gain, making that connection early and often, frankly. Next play is 3rd and 4. Here goes McCarthy to Addison. One more again on the crossing route. Addison gets upfield, 10-yard gain for the first down. We move along to later in the drive. 2nd and 5 on their own 33. Once again, after the sidestep, finding Addison. Heck of a catch by Addison. Heck of a sightline from McCarthy. Later in the drive, 3rd and 4 now to Lucky Jackson. Cannot make the catch, though. They can't convert. 4th and 4. Vikings going for it. McCarthy finding a way to escape. Here's what Justin Jefferson had to say about it.
He's looked comfortable out there. He's going through the motions. I feel like he's making the proper reads. He's not forcing anything. He's just letting the game come to it, which we enjoy. We love to see from him, especially the mobile part, him getting out that pocket on that 4th down.
If he can find Jetta the way he found Addison, they'll be just fine. McCarthy 4-7 for 30 yards. Vikings win by 10. So we're back with Herm Edwards to delve a little further into those performances, beginning with one J.J. McCarthy. First game back in nearly a year after he tore his meniscus, took him out all last season. What'd you see from him?
He had tremendous poise in the pocket, and you like it. You're talking about a guy got injured. Right. Now, this is the first time he's coming back in a live football game. I know it's preseason, but it's live. He was very good in the pocket, and he got him some early, easy throws. And he is talented now. That throw right there is a difficult throw. Made 2 really good throws on the run. You can see his ability here to run a little bit smart, get out of bounds, little play action to hold the defense. A nice throw here to the boundary. Very nice throw. So, when you look at this guy, I mean, this is why they drafted him. He's just got to stay healthy.